what's cracking, gorgeous ones? I'm so excited. Super excited because I have Laura from She Empowerment Circle.
Support her
Support her empowerment. See, Laura, you tell me, girlfriend.
So She Support Her Empowerment is a female peer support group that focuses on everything really. So from mental health to hidden illnesses, miscarriage, fertility support, anything you can think of that women experience, there is a circle of other women that are there to share their experiences and to help you along the way and navigate those experiences, whether they're negative, share the positives. But yeah, that's what we do. We run peer sessions every week.
That's absolutely fabulous. I'm so inspired with you, you know. So how did it all start, Laura?
So she happened because of a lots of negative experiences.
Yeah.
So I myself personally have experienced significant amounts of trauma across the years, which left me with something called fibromyalgia.
Yes.
And functional neurological disorder. And some of those negative experiences were as a result of miscarriage and fertility treatment that had worked, but obviously it was successful in the instance, but I've never been able to hold a child at the end of it. So given all of that, I actually attempted to take my own life 18 months ago. Not last June, sorry, it was a bit longer than 18 months ago, not last June, the June before. And I was put into, I worked with the perinatal trauma team, who were absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And they supported me after a miscarriage, and I'd had quite a lot. So they'd worked with me for so many weeks, but then there was nothing. Like you had to sort of sit with your feelings of what had happened after talking through all of these issues.
Yes.
But then it could be up to a 2-year waiting list for any further support. Now, there is support groups out there, but they only focus on maybe one thing or another. And what I thought is, I was isolated, I felt lonely.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not create our own? So She sort of came about, and that's where it stands. So She stands for Support Her Empowerment. And it's about giving women hope in despite of those adversities, long-term illness, that there's still hope and you can still live a normal-ish life, even though that have got that label.
Wow. Yeah. I understand fibromyalgia very well because I have flare-ups myself every so often, and it's a hidden illness really, isn't it? But there's so much of it around, and a lot of people still don't understand it.
And that's the thing, and you know, people don't understand fibromyalgia. They don't understand, you know, because you can't see it, and if you've not experienced it, you don't know what it's like. For example, you know, heavy legs, brain fog, chronic fatigue, which can be horrendous for an individual.
Gosh,
and it's actually very, very common, more common now that it's starting to come around. So 8 to 9 females experience it. And it comes with other symptoms as well, which can be quite debilitating. So I think it's really important because it can have a real impact on relationships and friendships, because when you're not understood, there's a level of devaluing, like devaluing an individual. So it's really important to sort of start understanding that hidden disability, or I like to call it being differently abled, actually comes with other things that can impact somebody. So emotional regulation, when you're feeling really restricted, that can affect your mood, your mental health.
Of course it does,
So I think in that sense, friendships and relationships became a big sort of issue.
I totally understand.
In relation to that, so not being understood, and I suppose not having a space to share those emotions,
of course,
which can make you feel even more isolated.
That it is an isolating thing, isn't it? Because I remember being in bed for days. My mother has it as well, fibromyalgia. You know, so I don't think my sister has, but me and my mother have, and it's so like isolating. You're all alone, and you're in your pain, and you're just fatigued. It's horrendous.
It is.
People they think that you're just messing about half the time when they want you to come out and things like that, but you can't.
Or it's things like, well, you're just tired. You're just tired. It's more than just tired. Like you are physically, so everything doesn't work because you're so tired. So yeah, I think we need to do more around like understanding what hidden disabilities can mean to somebody.
Yes.
And being able to sort of be a little bit more open in the facts that, or understanding, should I say,
Yes.
and reaching out to sort of understand what they feel like.
Yeah.
People might not be able to get out, but what's stopping somebody saying, well, actually, I'll come to you. Let me come and see how you are. You know, and if I, you know, for me personally, if I wasn't feeling well enough, I'd be like, not today.
Yes.
But, you know, I think there is a way of being inclusive of everybody, despite, you know, their illness. I think it's just taking a step back and thinking, if I was in that situation, what would I need?
Yes.
Or, you know, because kindness goes a long way and understanding goes a long way also.
It does. Yeah. You need a good network of people around you understanding.
And it's funny actually because fibro actually is triggered by trauma in quite a lot of cases, or illness. So you could experience an illness, and that can lead to later down the line that fibromyalgia. I mean, for me it's double because I've got functional neurological disorder as well. So not only do I get the brain fog and the chronic fatigue, sometimes I can get paralysis in a leg.
Oh my goodness.
Or not like but enough to maybe I might need crutches one day, or you know, I might need to rest more than usual. So there's lots of things, and with FND as well, that comes with a whole range of things. So you can get IBS, EPD, which is emotional personality disorder. Wow. There's so many things.
There is, isn't there?
More low mood.
Yeah.
Because if you think, if you're suffering with chronic fatigue and you experience mental health, that on top of fibro or anything else will also decrease your mood.
Yes, it will. So, and how do you get into relationships? It's got to you know, like a boyfriend type thing, a girlfriend. You know, it's bound to affect the day-to-day lives. And
it does. I mean, there's times when, you know, it's affected day-to-day life. I think more so friendships as well. Like the lack of understanding, or sometimes you can get frustrated.
Yes, of course.
You know, because you can't do certain things. You might feel left out.
Yes.
Or you might feel lonely. You might feel like, actually, why do you want to burden anybody else with the way you're feeling?
Of course, that's very true.
And that's how, you know, as women, sometimes we do think is that I don't want to really burden them with this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, or you might fixate. I know that's what I do.
Yeah, of course.
I fixate on certain things. So, for example, you know, if I feel like, oh, somebody might not responded, or but I
gets highlighted.
You know, and I catastrophize all of these things. And in the moment, I catastrophize them, and some people can't deal with that type of, you know, relationship and that's okay. That's okay. But I think there just needs to be a little bit more sort of awareness.
They don't. It's kind of swept under the carpet. Oh, fibromyalgia, and then that's it. There's no talk of it. But lots of people at work who are working are suffering from it.
Yeah, that is correct.
I know quite a lot of people come forward and talking about it. A lot of people thought they were going insane, like back in the 90s.
Yeah, because it used to be like a pseudo illness. So it used to be
it was
all in your mind. And actually, there's this physical evidence now to say that there is a direct connection between mental health and physical health. And they're not independent; they both go together. So I think that it needs to continue like the way it's going in terms of offering that information and reducing that stigma around all of those things. Because actually 1 in 4 people suffer from mental health.
Yes, they
that's
do.
Significantly rising.
It is. And I love how you make an awareness of this, and you found the she empowerment. And I love that. And look at you smiling today. Because you look incredible.
I always said, you know, if I can change the life of one person, then my life and what I've experienced over my life, and I've only told you a snippet of it, you know, would all that trauma is worth it, because I can make a difference for one other person, and one other person has that support group. They don't have to wait 2 years.
Of course.
And we're not just once a week. We run regular. So we do actually 2 groups a week where we run for 2 hours a week. One in Lee and
one in that's fantastic.
One in Bolton. Yeah.
And how can they get in contact with you?
So we're on Facebook, Instagram. We've also got our website, which is dropping next week.
Yes, I like the sound of that.
So that is www.supportherempowerment.co.uk.
Fabulous,
and with that, not only do we do peer support, so peer support groups are free for anybody to attend from the community, but we also run organised specialist corporate peer groups. So we create these wellness networks within business and offer mental health advocacy as a service to local businesses. So if any local businesses want to sponsor a group, that'd be great. Get in touch.
Let them tell them now.
So if you want to change a woman's life and would like to sponsor a group, get in touch to find out the exclusive benefits that you would receive for your company.
Fabulous. Well done, you.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you. You've come such a long way. I love it. You have come a long way from when I met you last year.
On International Women's Day.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's amazing what a year can do, and the people that you meet along the way, and how they can sort of change the way you think about yourself personally, and the trajectory of how they grow you. So I have met some individuals that I'm very sort of grateful to, because I wouldn't be the woman I am today without other women like you and like the other people I've met. Because actually that's brought me out of my shell. I used to be, I didn't have any confidence. I didn't feel like I made friends very easily, and I probably still don't. But
you're doing a good job. So I think you're coming out
slowly. I'm coming out of my shell. And knowing that actually, despite the labels I wear, or the labels that have been given to me, I think it's really important that women and people don't let them labels define them.
Of course.
Because you are you. So I think sometimes labels can be really damaging. So I'm Laura.
That's it.
I have mental health. I've got fibromyalgia. I've got FND, but I still go to work and I've got a good job and I've got friends and I'm doing well. And I think it's really important to know that at times you're going to struggle. At times that you may feel tired, but tomorrow there's always going to be a new day, and I think it's about taking the silver lining where you can. So,
it is.
Not every day is going to be good. But lots more will.
Yes, of course, and you've made that difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Big difference.
Well, I'd like to think so, and I'd like to hope so, but I would say that she has changed me, and that's to all the women who are part of she on social media, anybody who's interacted with she. They've given me my life back in a sense, in that I'm more empowered to move forward with making a difference for maybe not one person, but 2 people. And
of course, you make a difference. Together. And they know where to come. They have somewhere refuge to come, to talk and feel relaxed and make friends and feel secure. That's one of the confusions I think with she, is that people think that it might just be focused on mental health. And it really, really isn't. No. So, another part of it was the isolation and the loneliness. You move into a new area, you've got no friends. There's a group of women there ready to welcome you with open arms. And there's other things that happen from that, cinema nights, coffees out, afternoon tea. What a great mind, all that information. It's incredible, isn't it? Oh my gosh, so the next step is now. The next step.
So, I would say that if anybody out there is struggling with mental health, isolation, or those just general things, you might have had a bad week and, you just want somebody to talk to, you want to offload to somebody, then do you know what? We're strong here together, and get yourself down to she. We run every Tuesday from 6:30 till 8:30 at Lee RUFC on Han Lane. And then we've also got Thursday 7 till 9 at Bolton Arena. But you can, again, follow us on Facebook, Insta, and somebody will always answer to your messages. But remember, it's about connection despite illness, and holding space for one another. Making sure that every voice is heard and every person feels valued and empowered through hope.
I love that. Well done, you. I'm so proud of you. Well done.
Thanks.
Together we are strong. Get it. Get the look.
You get the look.
Get the look.
Green for mental health.
Yes, see, green for mental health. She looks stunning in it. I love this.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, baby girl. Look at my baby girl's t-shirts with baby girl here. Now, you know the digits, and I'd like you to like, share, and subscribe, to Baby Girl Talk. And just keep watching the podcasts. And Laura's going to come back and give you some more information and talk about all the things, the great things that she'll be doing, that she is doing. So excited, aren't we?
Lots coming up.
So look out for Laura on all the socials. Do you want to plug it again, baby girl?
She supported her empowerment.
I thought I was
.uk. Let's put my teeth back.
Yeah, mine have fallen out already on the floor.
No, but if you need support, reach out, because it's okay not to be okay, and you don't have to do things alone. There's a lot of women out there that are waiting to lift you up, and one day your story could be somebody else's survival guide.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, gorgeous girl.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Give us a hug. I love you. You go, girl.